The first coin. This first coin is mostly heavy but different from all these other coins because this one isn't polished and it's way heavier than these other ones. It has a pretty loud noise, mostly because you can get a better and bigger grip because this one isn't polished and it's rougher, so it's easier to grab on. Next one, the silver one. This one's one of the smoothest ones, I guess, because it has no detail, so it's probably just polished by itself, just by the cover. This one's really light, even though it looks big. A little bit harder to do because it's smoother and a less louder sound. The third one. This one is a bit heavy and technically the bigger size of this one. This one has, like in the middle, it's a kind of big sound and then a little bit big sound. The next one. This one is one of my favorites because it has the best thing I like. So you see this snowflake in the middle? It glows. You can see the green light flashing inside of that. And also is really light and also has a nice snapping sound to it. Next one. This one is different from all the other colors. This one is technically this one but polished, and also it's a little bit heavier than this one. And it has a loud snapping noise. Now this one is the only different one because it has only the rough ends on here and it's smooth all over here. And it is really weird because it has like rough here and then gets smoother. And also looks like it changes color, but it really doesn't. And it's kind of a really low sound. This one is probably the only one that has lines that are only like 3 lines. The detail is really different because it's thinner here and then on the back it's thicker. It looks like it's made out of like a really heavy metal, but it's like made out of middle metal. It's not the heaviest and it's not the lightest. And the snapping's really loud, like really in the middle, but mostly loud. Now this one. This is a gold one. You kind of think that this one would be the same as this, but actually the details are different. On the back side of both of these actually, it has smaller parts. This one has bigger parts. If you can notice that really easily, that's good for you. And also, this one is a gold one, which is probably my favorite one because all the colors inside is first, the base is gold, and then there's like other colors inside. And it's really shiny. This one has a low sound, but really pretty. This next one, this one is different from all of the others because of the detail. The detail is really different because it's the only one who has a zigzag like this. And also, it's the only one that has the most detail and really light, but has a really low snapping noise. And this one is actually a really pretty design. It has circles everywhere, and it makes a really loud noise, and it's partly heavy. And it has all of these swirls that looks really cool connected to each other. Every type of circle is connected to each other. Now this one is one of my favorites too. I've been playing with it for a few days. It is a loud snapping sound, and I think it's a really good snapping sound. It has all of these lines that are different colors, and when you do this, it looks like it's like shining, but it really isn't. Now this one is also gold that you've seen, but you can see the difference a lot between these ones. This one is like a square rectangle-ish. This one looks like more like a triangle that keeps going. The back really has a lot of like mushed lines. And the sound is pretty low too. This one is technically this one, but it got polished. This one's the only one that didn't get polished, so it's really easy to grip on. You can see that they're about the same size, but this one does have a really loud clipping noise, and I think it sounds perfectly good. Now these two ones. These are probably the only ones that are tiny. This one is this, but smaller, and also has this poke. And also, I haven't mentioned this, but this is the only coin that is big that has this poke in the middle. These two have them, but it's a small version. Every other big version doesn't have it inside. And these ones are pretty easy to grip, but has like a middle sound. That sounds really like kind of soft and kind of loud, but mostly soft. This is a copper coin. It has less detail. It just looks like it has like these dots and then got scratched with copper here. The pointing inside is pretty harsh when you poke it, but it has a loud clipping noise compared to this. And also, if you can see on the sides, it doesn't really line up the lines, but if you check all of these other ones, they line up mostly.